Hi everyone, it's great to be back. And if you're here, welcome to another episode of Health and More in 24, a collab started by Kimberly from All Things Kimberly, West Virginia. Now I know it's been a while since I put a video out for this collab, and I do apologize for that. As you may or may not know, my husband did have a heart attack, and I spent all of my time and energy like focusing on that and taking care of him and doing things here on our own, and it's been rather difficult at times. But he's home now. He's had a very successful surgery. He's had one stent put in. They did find that his artery was 90% blocked, so that was very, very scary. But he was in there essentially a week before he was able to have the operation. There was a lot of worst cases ahead of him, and it goes by like worst cases first, which is very reasonable. But thankfully, with all the prayers, which I truly believe in, he's home. And, that's where we want him to stay now. So it's day by day, just taking things easy. And he has been on a different meal plan, much similar to mine now. And it works out great for the both of us, for all of us here. So today is, I'm going to talk a little bit about what we've been eating mainly since he's been home. And basically he's staying away from the red meat. He hasn't been eating bacon or anything like that. It's been a lot of chicken breast, which is so good for you, and a lot of haddock, which we will be having very shortly. But today, this is what we've been having. I'm going to show you what we had for breakfast, and we've been having this like every day. I've been making this every day since he's been home. So here's the breakfast that I've been making for all of us since he's come home from the hospital. Here's what we had for breakfast every morning now. I have 2 strips of turkey bacon, 2 soft-boiled eggs, some watermelon, and some orange slices. Fred has the same, except, well, I do have a few grapes there too. Fred has the same, but he does not have any turkey bacon. Also, I have water, a great big thing of water here, and a cup of tea. As you can see, it looks like a very, very full plate, and it is, and it's very filling, which helps tremendously, because if I just have a bowl of cereal or a piece of toast, I'm going to be hungry, like an hour later, 2 hours later. But this breakfast, it really keeps me satiated. I'm full until basically supper time. I don't even rarely have lunch anymore. If I do, it's like something light, like an apple or something like that. But this breakfast, it does look like it's a lot, and it looks like there's a lot of fruit. But watermelon, as you see here, it's very, very good for you. Very good for you. And it's just a few grapes and like not even a whole orange, because Fred and I do share the orange. And a couple boiled eggs for me, and Fred has like 3 boiled eggs, and he does have toast and some jam and stuff and a coffee, and I have my tea and my water, and I do have vitamins, but I didn't show them here today. But it's a big meal, and if like I've had this before and I've measured it before, like on Weight Watchers as an example, and it's like 2 points for all this. 2 points on Weight Watchers, and that's a lot. We've even had this for supper sometimes because it's just so good. And my turkey bacon on my plate, it's like 2 points, like 1 point for each one. If I had 1 slice of turkey bacon, which is probably enough for me, it's 1 point. So that is really good. I don't put sugar or creamer in my coffee or my teas. I mostly drink teas, but sometimes I do have a coffee, and it's the same. It's just black, no sugar. So it's really good. I'm sorry if this table's shaking. There's a kitty washing herself on the table right in front of me. So this is what we've been having for breakfast almost every day, and it's really good for you. And I'm going to show you what we're going to be having for lunch. I'm videoing this early, but I will put a video in when we have our supper, I meant. So this is what we're having for supper. Here are the ingredients that I use to make our Caesar salad. And it might seem a little strange, but Fred's been requesting red cabbage for it, and it actually tastes really good. This here is going to do 3 of us. So there's the romaine lettuce with the red cabbage, and I got some real bacon bits. Put a few of those in. Some croutons, which are garlic and Parmesan. These are really big, so I just kind of take a rolling pin and just kind of crush them up a little bit. Make them a little smaller. And of course, chicken. Like I said, this will do 3 of us, and I'll just, I took it out of the freezer, and I'll just pop it in the microwave and heat this up. And this is the Caesar dressing that we use. I am going to try to find some light stuff, but the store we went to didn't have any light at all. So I'm just going to whip all this together and show you what it looks like. Here's the finished supper, the chicken Caesar salad with cabbage. Looks really good. This one's for Fred. This one's mine, and this one is for Laura. And Fred's going to have some toast with his, as well as coffee, and I'm going to have a cup of tea with mine. A lovely, lovely supper. Lots of chicken in there. Fred has a lot of chicken, and Laura has a lot of chicken. So it's a really lovely supper, and everyone seems to enjoy it. Thank you for watching. So as you can see here, this is something that we've been having mostly every night. Fred loves it. He loves when I make chicken Caesar salad. I do not put any cheese on it, although he sometimes, like if he wanted cheese, he could have cheese. But it's just the romaine lettuce and some croutons and some bacon bits, just like little tiny pieces of bacon bits. And of course the Caesar dressing. I would love to find some light Caesar dressing instead of the full fat, but this is what I had. So that's what I do. And I have a bag of like frozen chicken breasts. So I just take out what I need and, you know, cut that up to size and throw it in there, and it's made. It's a really simple supper. And Fred, of course, will have his coffee and water with a little bit of lemon in it and some toast with that. And I'll have a cup of tea and my water. So it's a really, really good meal, and we have it almost every night because that's what he's been wanting. He loves how I make it, and it's really good for him, and it's really good for me too. And it's very tasty. I know some people are going to say, well, the dressing, you know, it's probably not the best thing for you, but we don't put a whole lot of dressing in it. And it's just a few croutons, and it's just a few pre-made bacon bits. It's just, you know, a little bit of flavor. Seeing how we did really good for our breakfast for points, and this is a little extra. So I think it's perfectly fine. I believe everything in moderation. So the only reason I don't put cheese on it is because I like it the way it is. For lunches, like I said, we don't normally have a lunch. If Fred's peckish or something, he will have some toast or anything. But for myself, normally it's just an apple, maybe a little thing of strawberry yogurt. Other than that, I don't hardly ever have lunch because I'm too full from breakfast. For snacks, we do have snacks at night. Peanuts and stuff are, I guess, really, nuts are good for him, so he has some of that. And sometimes he'll have a few chips and stuff. Not the best thing for you, but he has very, very few, which I'm very, very happy and very, very proud of him for doing. I will have some like veggie chips, veggie straws, and of course my signature little box of Smarties. Other than that, you know, that's basically what we've been eating. I think we're both feeling a lot better. He's certainly feeling better. His pain is, even from before the operation and everything, he's always had like aches and pains and stuff. And he's not feeling it anymore. So that is a godsend. It really is. He is feeling better. I do have to watch him though, because sometimes he thinks he's feeling really good, and got to make sure he does not do too much. But I'm so thankful for all of you who sent us amazing, beautiful messages of hope and encouragement and love, and all your prayers. It really mean a lot to both Fred and I. I'm choking up here. It's a very emotional time, and he's still getting better. He still has a little long road ahead of him, a slow road ahead of him, and you know, I don't know what I'd ever do without him. So thankfully he listened to what was going on with his body, and he sought help, and you know, he wanted answers, and he in fact did have a heart attack like he feared, but he got help for it, and I thank God every day. Now, sadly, his uncle, he had a heart attack, a sudden heart attack. I think he passed away peacefully in his sleep exactly 2 weeks to the day that Fred had his. So sadly, not everyone makes it out. You know, not everyone gets through it, and our heart goes out to the Fortune family. It's like, we loved Uncle Randall so much, and he's such a big part of everyone's lives, and he's forever going to be missed. It's a very sad thing. I'm so grateful that Fred is all right. He's going to be all right, and thank you all too. So I will be here next Friday for another installment of Health and More 24. Please check out all the other channels. There's so many of us, and I'm going to have all the information listed below, so you can go check out their channels. And thank you again. We really appreciate you and your prayers. Until then, be kind to you, take care of you, and don't forget to fly. First, love yourself. Bye for now.